Hi everyone, I'm Megan from the Twin Rivers branch of the Mercer County Library, and today we are going to be doing some at-home hair care deep conditioning masks that are going to help us focus on our own self-care for the summer. So I have 3 different masks that we're going to do for different types of hair. Now all of the things and ingredients that are found in these masks are going to be things that are pretty much in most people's pantries. Nothing out of the ordinary. You don't have to go buy any fancy or special ingredients. So our first mask is going to be good for curly hair. It is an egg, mayonnaise, olive oil, and honey hair mask, okay? So it's got 4 ingredients in it, and I've got my bowl here with all of my ingredients pre-measured. You've got 1 egg, raw egg. You've got a tablespoon of honey, another tablespoon of olive oil, and you've got 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're going to just dump all of your ingredients into 1 bowl. So we've got our 1 egg that goes in there. And our tablespoon of honey, that goes in there. Okay. And our olive oil, and that just gets drizzled on in there. Okay. And our mayonnaise, which looks gross, but the lipids and the fatty acids that are in the mayonnaise are going to be really, really beneficial in helping to lock in the moisture in your hair. So once you've got all of your ingredients in your bowl, you're just going to go ahead, take a fork, take a whisk, and just mix them all in there. It's pretty gross looking. Make sure you get that honey mixed in there really well. The honey likes to stay separated. Go ahead and mix, mix, mix. Stir, stir, stir. Now, once you've got this whole mishmash together in a bowl, and it's all well and combined, it looks kind of like mustard. Okay. This is the consistency that we have. Okay, it looks pretty gross, but it is going to do some wonders for your hair, especially if you've got curly hair. It provides moisture and helps keep frizz at bay, and it does not weigh your hair down at all. So, okay, this is our first mask. Now, I'm in the library and I can't shampoo my hair and show you the whole process like I would at home, but what you're gonna do is you've got your mask here, and on clean, dry hair, you're gonna take your hair into sections, just section it out, and then you're gonna just kind of grab it and you're just gonna paint it on your hair. Once you've got yourself all coated in your hair mask, you are going to just put your hair up in a bun or put it up under a shower cap, and you're gonna let it sit on there for 30 to 60 minutes. Once you've let yourself sit for those 30 to 60 minutes, you're gonna then go take a shower and shampoo and condition just like you regularly would. And that's our first hair mask. Our second hair mask is much more simple, not nearly as many ingredients. It is just coconut oil and honey, which is actually really, really good for fine to medium hair. So if you've just got pretty standard, not super thin, but not thick, not dry, not oily, just regular old hair, which is what I've got. Just some honey. We're gonna use about a tablespoon of honey. And that just goes in your bowl. Plop. And anywhere from 2 to 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now, my coconut oil is not quite solid. It's a little bit soft. You want it to be soft enough that you can mix everything together. And coconut oil is one of those things that once you're pretty much just above room temperature, it starts to melt, so it's really easy to work with. And again, we're just gonna go ahead and combine the coconut oil and the honey. You wanna make sure you have them really well mixed together. Okay. And there's a lot of vitamin E in the coconut oil, which has a lot of really great antioxidant properties and benefits for your hair. And let's see. Coconut oil also helps with all of the natural proteins in your hair. So if you've got thinner, finer hair, this helps with the natural hair proteins and strengthening those for you. So, okay, this one, it's kind of gloppy. They're all kind of gloppy and gross looking, but same thing. You're gonna take this, section out your hair on your ends, and you are going to coat your whole head. And same thing, you're going to either put it up in a bun or you're gonna put a cap on and you're gonna sit for 30 to 60 minutes and you are going to shower, wash, and condition as necessary. Now with this, because it's got such a large amount of coconut oil in it, when you have fine hair, if you're using this much coconut oil, you might need to shampoo your hair twice, just so you know, because the coconut oil can make it a little bit greasy. So just pay attention when you're in the shower. Just feel your hair, make sure it's not still a little bit greasy. If it is, just go ahead and shampoo twice. That'll make your hair feel great the next day. Okay, our third and final mask is really good if you have oily hair. It's a clarifying mask, which is great. Okay, so this one is apple cider, honey, and lemon juice. Okay, now lemon juice helps to absorb excess oil. So if you've got a really oily scalp, really oily hair, this is going to be good for you. It's going to help just kind of clarify those roots and get any of that excess nasty moisture and oil out of your hair. Oh, and the apple cider vinegar helps to balance the pH in your hair naturally. So if that's a little off, the apple cider vinegar will really help. So this is a 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. And I like to use the unfiltered organic apple cider vinegar. You can use whatever you have in your pantry. If you've just got regular apple cider vinegar, that's fine. So, okay, we've got our 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar. Oops. I'm just gonna reuse one of my forks here. There we go. Okay, and our tablespoon of honey. Okay, and the juice from 1 lemon, which if you don't have fresh lemons, you can use lemon juice from a bottle is fine as well. Just a couple of teaspoons of juice will do you just fine. Now this is not the consistency of a mask. It's not thick and soupy like our first 2 masks are. So once you've got your honey mixed in here, which is what takes the longest to mix in, it just looks like a bowl of brown water. If you have a dye bottle, or if you have a brush for doing your hair dye at home, they'd be really helpful with this, because it's liquid. Okay, so if you don't, it's totally fine. You don't need to worry about it. Again, with this, Make sure it's well mixed. Small sections. You're going to do small sections with this one. And then you're going to apply to clean, damp hair. You want to make sure your hair is damp. So you're going to go ahead and apply this to your clean, damp hair. And then you're going to cover it with a shower cap and let it sit for 30 minutes. This one you don't want to let sit for too much longer because the acids in the apple cider vinegar. So no longer than 30 minutes. Cover with a cap, sit, let it sit, and then you are going to shower and wash and condition as normal, okay? So those are our 3 masks. And I'm gonna have the ingredients for the masks and the instructions in the description for the video for you. So those are hair masks for today. We've got our first one, again, is egg, mayonnaise, olive oil, and honey, which is good if you've got curly hair, helps with the frizz. Our second is just a good standard, if you've got straight, not oily, not dry, just regular old hair. It is coconut oil and honey. That's a nice mask for you there. And our final one, again, is the apple cider vinegar, lemon, and honey hair mask, which is really good if you've got oily hair because that's going to help clarify your roots and balance your pH for your natural scalp. Okay? All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming and joining me for today's self-care hair masks at home. Have a good day.